If you suspect your teenage child is using or abusing drugs, it might be a good idea to test them to see if your concerns are real, right? Well, the experts say this might be a horrible idea. Welcome, my name is David Jolly, and if you haven't already subscribed to this channel, I would really appreciate it if you did. Well, having a teenage child can bring great joy, but can also ruin your life. I'm just kidding. But the truth is that raising a teenage child isn't always easy and becomes more difficult if you suspect that that child is using or abusing drugs. So, what do you do? Well, there are many who believe that random drug testing by parents or even in the school system is a great idea. And it is legal for public schools to drug test students who participate in extracurricular activities. Advocates of random drug testing of students believe that it deters students from using drugs. And this makes sense. Or does it? Well, the American Academy of Pediatrics thinks that perhaps randomly testing teenage students for drugs is not a good idea. According to the American Academy of Pediatrics, there is limited evidence to suggest that drug testing programs in schools prevent kids from trying drugs. They added that the tests used are imperfect, sometimes showing anxiety-inducing false negatives or false positives. So what about parents drug testing their children? Well, this is a tough question. Every child is different. Every parent is different. And we all have our own personal ethical and moral beliefs and dilemmas. So to each his or her own, I guess. But if you're considering testing your child, there are some concerns or challenges. One of the challenges, of course, is the timing of the test. Evidence of some drugs, such as cocaine, heroin, and meth, generally leave the system rather quickly, and therefore use of these drugs may not be detectable if the testing is delayed. On the other hand, the metabolite of marijuana may be detectable for many days or weeks after consumption, depending on the frequency of use. There is also an issue over privacy. The American Academy of Pediatrics advises that drug testing a child can be an invasive breach of trust that can cause damage in a parent-child relationship. Something to consider. Well, if you're considering testing your child, the type of test purchased should be easy to use and reliable. At-home drug tests are never as reliable as the laboratory test, but may be enough for most parents so long as the limitations are recognized. I have some recommended and affordable at-home drug tests listed in the description below. To test or not to test your teen for drugs? Well, that is the question, and it is not an easy question to answer given the potential breach of privacy and trust balanced against your legitimate concern for their safety and well-being. For more videos on drug testing and the law, please subscribe to this channel.